Hi everyone, I wanted to show off this little prototype I've made to try out a game that's a little bit like D&D but where you use cards instead of a character sheet or dice. I'm not going to explain how I think the game would actually work, I'm just showing the interface I've made here so that in the future maybe we can play it using this. And essentially this was just, it's not like a full game that I've made here, it's just basically to save me making physical cards while I'm working out how I think the rules should work and what the cards should be. This is a way to quickly test that, and then in the future I'd make physical cards if the game's actually fun. So you load up the web page, which is just called index.html. So you just open that HTML file and you'll get this screen in your web browser. You need to go choose file to open a spreadsheet. You can see here cardlist.csv. You open that and that imports a spreadsheet with all the cards. And based on that, it dynamically creates all of these decks of cards. You can see each one's got a name, and in the future that can change in the spreadsheet and it will automatically change here. And you can see you've also got how many cards are in each deck. So to play the game, you draw cards from these decks into your actual hand, which is in this space down the bottom. So if I'm like a warrior, then I might have a whole bunch of strength cards. And you can see as I click that, it goes down, counts down, because I'm taking cards out of that, and it's adding cards into my draw pile here. I know I'll take 8. So maybe a warrior would start with 8 strength cards, couple of awareness cards, no range cards, no stealth cards, and let's say 5 movement cards. So you can see I've drawn 15 now into my draw pile. You won't usually draw more cards as you play. You draw up cards to sort of determine your character, and it would only be as you level up or something that you'd be taking more cards from the center here. Now we'll mostly play the game down here. I've got my draw pile, and I want to take cards out of my draw pile and actually hold them in my hand, which is represented by these 5 empty spaces here. So when I click on draw pile, it adds the cards into my hand so that I can see what my cards are. In this version of the game, and again I might change this, each card has the type, so which deck up here it's drawn from, what the actual skill or task is in bold here, how long it takes in seconds, because I'll have rules about in combat particularly how much you can do in a particular amount of time, and a description for each one. So then I'd decide, okay, well, what do I want to do on this turn? And let's say I'm presented with I can see a bad guy off in the distance. I might say, all right, well, I want to run up to them and then I want to do a melee attack against them. So when I click on those cards, you can see they've been highlighted red to show they're sort of activated, and I might talk about my plans with the other players and the GM. And once I've decided, yes, that's definitely what I'm going to do, I'll hit confirm here. These 2 cards get taken out of my hand and placed into the discard pile. You can see now they're blank, and I've got 2 cards in the discard pile. To draw up those 2 again, I just click on the draw pile, and now I've got my 5 cards again. And I'd keep playing, each turn using cards, drawing up. And you'll see once I've run out of cards, let me just demonstrate. So let's have now, you can see I've only got 1 card left in my draw pile. So when I play these 3 cards, I've now got 12 in my discard pile, only 1 in my draw pile. As I start to draw from my draw pile and it reaches 0, the discard pile will transfer over to the draw pile, so I can now start drawing those cards again. So when I click on it, you can see now there's 12 here and none in there. And so I can keep drawing. And that's at least in this version of the game and the way I've designed this sort of web app, that's how it works. So like I said, I haven't even played the game once yet, so this is just my initial prototype of the web app, and I'm hoping I can play test it with a few good friends and refine it and see if it's a game sort of worth making more fully. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've come up with there. I'm pretty excited about it and keen to give it a play with some of you. Thanks for watching.